We started the business officially in 2021. I think there was probably 3 years before that of just ideation. I never thought I'd start a procurement technology business. Direct materials is just the biggest area of spend, and it is the most under-innovated and underserved in terms of technology. So there's a market opportunity. You need to see that, but many of us see market opportunities. It doesn't mean we go quit our jobs. But the real thing that made the difference was I met my co-founder, Don, and he's a brilliant technologist. He's an engineer, he's our CTO, and he came from Google X and Google Research. It made me feel that, okay, now we can really go out and pursue this. And so you get a few of the elements together. You get the right team, you have a market opportunity is really large. We started to get investor interest, we started to get initial customer interest. For me, the thing that makes me most proud is to see the user adoption. Procurement technology, has historically been notoriously difficult to use, and people have never really used it by choice. It's always been sort of forced upon them, designed not to help people do their job better and faster, but to prevent them from doing the wrong thing. So it's all about compliance and control, constraints really, not how can I help a person do 10 times as much better than they were ever before, with guardrails, of course. And that's the mindset we take. And so what I love is when we start working with a customer, we will find a lot of natural adoption. People will say, this makes my life so much easier. I had someone tell me that they told their manager, I will leave the company if we don't implement LightSource. This is a VP at an automotive company. And then they ultimately did implement LightSource, and it's been really successful. And then to build on top of that, when I look at the user groups, it's not just procurement. Because we're dealing with direct materials, it's procurement, it's the engineering teams. In certain customers like Bombardier, for example, there's actually more engineers using LightSource than there are procurement, which is shocking. It is a very core essential thing, plus the supplier collaboration. So that's the thing that makes me the most proud, is when I see a customer where they're getting really good usage, because I know that if they're using it, they're getting the results. But I know that if you make the path of least resistance the best practice, good outcomes will come. We found that automotive companies reduce their vehicle costs significantly, but are also able to shorten their development cycles. You can see kind of results like that when you start bringing folks around the table.